is a video for Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, because I think she needs some uh, advice as a woman about men and the games they play and how they let you know when they're not interested in you. Um, I I went on the channel just saying because you deleted your Lush haul and I wanted to see your Lush haul. So I put that on and I watched it and I saw you ragging on Dee Dee and really being rough on her and judging her about how she looks. Um, it was not a good look for you. It made you look awful, may I just say. That's probably why you deleted it. Um, but you need to realize, I think Nader's trying to give you signals that he doesn't want to be with you anymore. I think that's one of the main reasons why he had Dee Dee stay over, because he doesn't want to be with you anymore, and he's trying to give you a signal, a hint that he's not interested in you. And I'll just be honest. I'm pretty sure you bought those groceries at Adonis the other day with the tuna. And you brought it over Nader's and you're like, hey, let's just make some tuna and make things up. I honestly believe you did go over to Nader's to apologize. I don't think he invited you over. I think you went there purposely with groceries to try to suck him back in, which he will, of course, because he's just that type of man. But he's not interested in you or love you, and he's shown you I don't know how many displays. Hi, I love cats 420. How are you? But he's keeps giving signals that he's not interested in you. He tells you to leave. He says, leave me alone. He says he wants to put a restraining order on you. And you just keep raging and raging and raging over this man. And listen, I've been very publicly rejected by a man before, okay? Very publicly. And it was embarrassing and heartbreaking. I was married to him, of course, but it was very embarrassing and very heartbreaking, and it hurt me badly to be rejected by this man because I loved him so much, okay? But I didn't go out of my way to try to pursue him after he said it was over. I didn't do that. I didn't pursue him after that. I let him go. Like, if you truly love Nader, you're willing to let him go and be with the person he wants to be instead of you, you know? You guys are so toxic for each other. And really, you're acting like a child who isn't getting what they want. And you just need to stop at this point and just realize he doesn't love you. He doesn't want you. He's not gonna want you, and you really need to stop pursuing him because it's making you look really like, you know what I mean? You're not looking good right now. You know, I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry that you're hurting so much, but you shouldn't be like drama pouring out on your audience. You shouldn't be like doing that to them. I did it when I broke up. I just raged and cried and poor me. But what I learned out of that is like I should have kept that private, my pain and my struggle. I should have kept it private. I shouldn't have put all that pain on the audience because it makes them question things and makes them wonder, are you telling the truth? What's the actual story? Let's go to the other side, see what they have to say. You know what I mean? It's that type of stuff. But usually when a man's done with you, they're they're going to find other people to show you, yeah, I'm done with you. If a man's done with you, they're they're not going to treat you right. They're going to push you away. They're going to tell you to go. They're not going to love you the way you want them to. And of all things, Chantal, even though you're addicted to this guy, you got to realize this. You can't force someone to love you. No matter how much you love them, you can't force them to love you back. No matter how hard and painful it is. If they don't love you, they don't love you. If they don't like you as a person, they don't like you as a person. But you got to accept that, and you got to respect this man's boundaries, or you're going to get yourself hurt. There comes a point with a man when you push them too far that they do get violent. And I hate to tell you, Nader has a history of it toward females. And you're putting yourself in danger by trying to push a relationship with this guy that doesn't want it. And I know how, you go on your channel and you act all big and tough toward Nader. Fuck him, blah, 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 blah. But when you're with Nader, you're like this quiet little meek sheep that's like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. So what is it? Are you this big, tough woman that says, screw you, man? Or are you this little meek woman that's going to apologize to a man because you're upset over him being with another woman, even though he told you you weren't together? Like, I'm trying to help you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you at all. I care for you and I love you, but there comes a point where you really need to start realizing this man is not for you. Like, why don't you go try to find another dude? But then again, that's not good. I think, in all honesty, with how you feel and you just seem so desperate for this man's affections. You were not even close to being upset like this with BB. You weren't like this with BB when you let BB go. You let him go. And you didn't hurt him. And you didn't talk crap about him. You just let him go. That's what you need to do with Nader. You need to let him go. And find happiness within yourself, not through the validation of others, but through yourself. Start finding yourself again, Chantal. Start finding who you are as a person and love yourself. Because you're not loving yourself if you're chasing after another person. You're not. You want validation from them. Love me, love me, love me. They can't. They can't love you because they don't love you. You gotta find the self-validation in yourself. Instead of asking a man to love you, like you were begging him last night, the other night. Please tell everyone that you love me. If he doesn't admit it to his audience and to the people who watch him, that says something. It says that he doesn't love you and he doesn't care enough for you. A man who truly loves you will shout it out of the rooftops that they love this woman. I love this woman. She is my woman. She is my other half. That's how men are when they're in love. And I hope you realize that about yourself. Whoa. Sorry about that. That was weird. Sorry about that. But I really do. I hope you find yourself and try to restrain yourself from going over to his house and making a fool of yourself like you did. You want everyone to believe you, but yet at the same time, you're apologizing to this man for you being hurt. You got to make a choice. Is this man hurt you and you don't want to have anything to do with him? Or do you want to continue in this toxic relationship where he makes you look and feel this small? Where you feel like you're nothing. Every time you go to his house, you look miserable. You look miserable. You don't look happy. You look miserable. Why are you doing this to yourself? You don't have to do this to yourself. I know maybe, and I think maybe you feel guilty over cheating with BB and cheating on Pete's. I think you may be feeling guilty of that, so you feel like you have to deserve this type of behavior toward a man, and you don't. You don't. Like, you really need to start loving yourself and valuing yourself and knowing what you want in life. And it's certainly not going to be a man to make you happy. A man isn't going to make you happy. Stuff isn't going to make you happy. Food isn't going to make you happy. You have to internally examine yourself to make yourself happy with yourself and know that you have value. You have people walking all over you because you don't see your value. Believe in yourself, Chantal, and believe that you can live without this motherfucking asshole. Your audience would love that. For you to move on, for you to learn happiness truly within yourself. And I think it would help if you just went to therapy and got the treatment you need. I know it's embarrassing. I know it can make you feel guilty for going to the therapist, but I'm telling you, I had to go to therapists, go to therapies in order to get my head right, to get my head straight, and I had to talk to people. I had to know what this internal pain within me was about. I had to relieve all the trauma within me. And you're never going to feel relief with this man. You're never going to... If you have to change a man in order for you to feel happy, it's not love. You want something else, so you should be going after something else and not this man that doesn't want you. You deserve better than that. And I know there's some people that say you don't deserve any better. You're a crap person. Yeah, you've made so many mistakes and you've been so careless with your words to your audience, and you've lost a lot of your audience because of it, because of your carelessness. Because you're more concerned about this man than your own being. And this man doesn't even give a fuck about you. Look what he says about you. He utterly hates you, but yet you keep throwing him money. Of course he's going to take it. Why not? Why not? You know, you're offering, might as well take it. Hey, free stuff, yo. That's how he looks at it. He doesn't look at it, oh, thank you for giving me these things. I'm so in love with you. He doesn't do that. It's like, hey, free stuff. Might as well take it while I can. Hey, Chantal, you need to go and apologize to me. And you did. You apologized to that man for treating you like shit and treating you like you are non-existent. And then you go back the next day talking shit about him after you just apologized over not... I mean, where is your truth anymore, girl? Where is your truth? I want you to get some truth within yourself and know your value. You used to know your value, Chantal. You used to have some kind of form of self-respect. You know, when you were with BB, I was like, wow, this woman is so, like, well-spoken and put together. You got rid of BB, and you met Nader, and everything fell apart. There's a reason why it fell apart. It's because it's not meant to be together. So I'm pleading with you as an audience member, as someone who would like to be your friend, think for yourself and value yourself and love yourself enough to know when to move on when a relationship isn't working. I had to. Broke my heart and my mind to pieces to lose that man. Still tears me up. But you can find someone else. You can move on with your life. You can find a man that will love you and truly love you for you and not what you give him. You can do that, girl, and I believe that you can. But you need to take care of yourself first. You have to love yourself first. After my breakup, I wasn't with anyone for almost a whole year. A whole year I kept single and taking care of myself and trying to put myself together. You know, and then I ended up with my husband now. You see, just because you lose a relationship, just because he breaks your heart and cheats on you and throws you away like you're nothing, doesn't mean that you can't find someone that will look at you like the greatest gift of their life. You're so much better than that, girl. And a lot of the women are watching you. Young women are watching you too. And I know you don't want to be used as an example or be looked up to, but like it or not, women and girls look up to you. Like how women and girls look up to me, or any YouTuber or any person who's on TV or doing any type of media. People are going to look up to you. People are going to look at you as an example. Do you want to be a bad example or do you want to be a good example? Be a strong woman, Chantal. Show everyone that you don't have to rely on this man. You can move on with your life. And you can do a lot better. You can do a lot better than a man that speaks down to you, that degrades you, that publicly embarrasses you. You can do better than that. BB didn't treat you that way. Just remember that. Like, BB treated you like a gentleman. And he was there for you. And I know you want to punish yourself over what you did to BB, but please stop. Please stop at this point. And find some way how to love yourself. Because it's a lot more healing and a lot more healthier than going back to someone that doesn't care about you and its only intent is to take. I hope you listen to these words. I know a lot of women will, and I hope if you're a woman and you're in a similar situation, please help yourself and love yourself and take care of yourself. You don't have to do this anymore. You can move on and you can find happiness. Trust me, I did. You can too. Peace and Maranatha. I love you guys. I'll see you guys when I see ya.